Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So patch 1.3.8 is live today on the 23rd of October. Some interesting change, and they've also released a statement regarding the skins. So I'll get into that today. So first up, in the content improvements, we have Void Vessel, medium-sized facility, improved so that opening a materials special storage materials box now has a low chance grant you an additional 20 to 50 ultra fine particle alloy. Same thing for the photon quantum crystal. So basically, you will be opening the boxes as usual. You'll be getting from anywhere from 2 to 5 of the ultra fine, and then occasionally you'll have a big drop like, I don't know, 37 or 46 or something like that. So it works sort of similar to the green tokens in the Abyss Colossus fights, where you're getting 30 per run, and then occasionally you'll get a big drop, let's say 789 or something like that. So they've added that sort of thing to these materials as well. I think this is an interesting change and something they should have thought about before. But yeah, hopefully people who still haven't finished the swords and who still want to finish the swords, hopefully it helps them out with this. Next, we have a buff to the shadow. So both swords, the Manus and Shadow, they have got their sprint speeds adjusted. So previously it was 800, now it will be 1040. Good change, because again, some of the guns we use have sprint cores and things like that. So the Descendant is running at 1400 sprint speed, and then all of a sudden you take out the sword and you're at 800. So they have adjusted that. I think it's a good change. Next, we have buffs to the unique ability of the Shadow. So now applies toe to targets hit by Shadow Dash when using a special attack. Improve the range of Shadow Dash and damage of Shadow Dash and Shadow Slash. So we have Shadow Dash and Shadow Slash. So damage is increased and range is increased for the dash. So yeah, we'll have to test in game, and then maybe I'll make a video or something. But now at stage 5, at enhancement level 5, you have 4 into 4 meters range, and you have 172.6 damage, 172.6 damage. So a good change. Let's see how this affects and improves the Shadow, because the unique ability was the weak point of that sword. Manus also gets the speed increase, and also the MP consumption has been adjusted. So previously, if you were to swing your sword and hit 5 enemies, it would take MP from each hit, each of the 5. Now, just once it'll take MP from your overall hit. So if you hit 5 enemies or if you hit 1 enemy, it'll still take that one time MP. So good changes, again, minor changes, but it should be a nice difference. Bug fixes, again, nothing major here, just a lot of UI and UX changes. So some improvements over there. Next, let's talk about the big change to the skins and what they have noticed here. So basically what happened was there's a lot of backlash within the community for, one, the Halloween skins being not universal, like being individual, and the quality just did not feel right. I would agree with that part, because again, I don't usually talk about skins here on this channel because I don't really care too much. I would randomly spend some money on something once a month or so just to show my support. And if there was a nice skin, why not? I can get it. Now what they're going to do is they're going to, if they make any individual skins, they'll have them be very distinctive, very unique, very high quality. So they're showing some concept art and things like that. So basically, individual skins will be good quality going forward. And what they are doing as well is the cleaning service and the medical support skins. So cleaning service, the main skins, I think they were again individual and only for like 4 or 5 Descendants. That was supposed to come today. They're going to give that in future in-game events. So they're not going to sell those skins. And there's also a medical support skin. I don't know what that was, but that will also be added to the event rewards and things like that. So that is a goodwill gesture, let's say. And yeah, so moving forward, they'll try and prepare good quality individual skins, and of course they'll have more universal skins. They did say that some of the skins were in production, so you'll still get them, but they'll try and improve their quality. At this point, I want to also add that they should consider having different price ranges. So keep your universal skins at 750, good quality that all the Descendants can equip. Then have cheaper skins if you want, like the recent skins, people were saying they were low quality, especially the mummy skin, basically low effort, let's say. They could make them cheaper if they want to sell individual skins. They used to do that early on, but they were just minor recolors. But let's say we have games where you have the blue quality and the purple quality and the legendary gold quality. have something like that, 250 for like a simple skin, 450 for slightly better skin, and then 750 for the nice universal skins or the premium quality individual skins. So I think that will give more options. People will say, okay, this 250 skin doesn't look that great, but at least I'll get a nice hairstyle or something. Or if I use these colors and that colors, it'll look nice. So maybe they could try that instead of selling everything at just a fixed 750. Have different price ranges, because they have done this in the past with they had the furry companion skin, which was like a goofy skin with a dog's head for 450. Just put a little more effort and make them nicer, and 450 people will welcome that. They can also bring back the previous universal skins. Like, for example, in the Lunar New Year in January, they had 3 universal skins. They should be doing that. If they did that with the Halloween skins, like 3 universal skins for the succubus, the mummy thing, and the maid skin, and then made them slightly better quality and put them each at 750, I think people would have bought it, because I remember the lunar skins sold very well. So yeah, they need to just reconsider this, because the other things, the grind and the people complaining, they can ignore. But if the quality of the skins also drops, then this is their livelihood. This is where the game gets the funding to keep the lights on. So if this isn't looked after, then yeah, I mean, they'll struggle. So at least make the skins really nice and give people a reason. Even basically, the skins should be such that even people who don't buy skins or who don't care, they might occasionally say, "Ah, now this one looks good, I'll get this." And of course, different variety of skins and things like that would be nice. Anyway, we shall see. At least the good thing about this dev team is they look into all of this and listen and implement feedback. So at least in the near future, people can look forward to some more free skins. Now, beyond skins, we are reviewing the feedback from the community following the October update. We are currently establishing mid to long-term development plans to address the first Descendant shortcomings and improve its overall quality, and plan to share more information through a separate announcement once preparations are complete. The dev team will continue to steadily improve the quality and address content shortage issues. We are deeply grateful for your continued support. And now for the first Descendant, the decision to make the aforementioned skins available as event rewards reflects our sincere desire to give back to dedicated Descendants. They tend to not have enough content for the 3rd month of the season. So they need to balance out how much content they're adding. So they tend to have good content in the 1st month, then 2nd month is okay, and the 3rd month there's nothing to do. So they need to add a little more content so that they balance out the 3 updates in a month. So there's something to do on all 3 of the months. And of course, one of the things, I've said this a while ago, like back when Void Erosion Purge first came out, why don't they have a test server? Okay, sure, maybe test server is expensive to implement. How about you hire a couple of people that just play the game? When the update is ready, tell them, okay, if they had told like 2 people to go, okay, play the game and farm the swords, those 2 guys wouldn't have had any sleep, because they would have been grinding nonstop, and they would have turned up and said, boss, this is going to take ages, we need to adjust the drop rates. As simple as that. Because it seems most of the time they drop the updates, there's a lot of backlash, and then they make adjustments 2-3 times until it's right. So if they had somebody, dedicated people, 2-3 people, game testers, just to test this thing, I think they can avoid this situation in the future. Because right now what happened was, they dropped the update, it was very slow, then 2 weeks, then they went on holiday as well, which meant they did not fix it. So the whole issue stayed there for 2 weeks, then they came back, adjusted that, still not good enough. Now they're adding a second update, a buff, let's say, to the drop rates with the random 220 to 50 drop. And yeah, so that is basically the issue here. They need to just test out the updates when they're ready, give it a day or 2, see what the feedback is, internal feedback, and try to implement that so it's a bit more balanced. Of course, if there was other content besides the sword, it might not have been this bad anyway. So let's see how they implement this. But yeah, a little more adjustment in terms of how much content each month has, and the testing of the content and the grind level, because grind will never go away, but they need to make the grind somewhat interesting and rewarding. So yeah, so I mean, we've talked about this endlessly. People like me, I'll find a strategy, I'll play less, I'll maybe do a little bit every day, but not everybody is going to do that. So it should be something that works for most people. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. But overall, I'm happy they are acknowledging this and looking to improve things. So yeah, so these skins will be free, and they're showing some concept art for future skins. and the quality they plan to deliver. I don't know, this seems like some sort of cocktail event or something that might be coming in the future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts again, and thank you for watching. See you next time.